My project is a mobile site that showcases the Tao Te Ching. And the Tao Te Ching is a piece of classic Chinese literature that was written in the 6th century BC. The text has 81 chapters that are written in a poetic format. The Tao Te Ching is considered to be a creation myth that describes human nature and the order of the universe. The reason that I chose this project was for its simplicity, and I thought it would be interesting to have the chapters isolated to where you could click through the different chapters and also write notes and things like that. I learned a great deal from this process. I think there is a lot to consider when you're building something as simple as a user system and a bookmarking tool, which is what I've done. I have gained a respect for developers who do programming for a living. This site is best viewed in Chrome. For those of you who are installing the site for the first time, use the install PHP file to create the databases, to create the tables in the database. And I built the site with jQuery mobile UI. I also used a sticky header footer and a responsive menu along with an accordion menu. The current features that have been implemented are a basic user system where the user clicks the login button and they log in with a username and password. There is some field validation that's in place in case there's an error. So the user logs in and for the first time, they arrive at the full text that's expanded. So they can collapse the full text and navigate to different chapters of the text. And the way that this was built was by putting echo statements inside the divs. For each chapter, we echo the chapter name and the chapter text. And then in the chapters, if the chapter ID and the bookmark ID are the same, then I echoed the chapter ID as either being false or true. So the first time login, the user ID and the chapter ID for the full text are recorded in the database. So each chapter that's clicked on moves to the top of the screen just under the header. This was accomplished with a click handler, like a JavaScript click handler. When the user logs out, the chapter is recorded. So note that we're on chapter 9. And I'll log out, and the logout takes you back to the home screen. And when you log back in, retire is the chapter. It should be positioned at the top. The positioning, I used a anonymous JavaScript function that scrolls the chapters to the top after 100 milliseconds. There's a journaling feature that was implemented. If the user clicks journal, they can log their thoughts. And save. And then view their journal entries. And you can see that the post and the timestamp is recorded for the journal entries. I had some implementation issues. There were conflicts with jQuery mobile UI and the custom jQuery that came with the CSS template that I used. Also, too, this responsive menu kept sticking, and so I had to troubleshoot that to keep it from, it seemed like the problem was every page that I navigated to, it would stay expanded. I also had some issues with handling this bookmarking concept using a click handler. Another issue that I had was the chapters after, about 69 or so, they no longer move to the top. Here's an example. So I have to fix that. I had some caching issues where the site wasn't responding properly. I think that the next iteration, I want to implement a secure login and have username and password validation, in addition to limiting the menu access if you're not logged in, and want to create favoriting chapters through a star icon that I have in my mock-ups. And then also, too, I got from my user testing, people wanted to be able to view the chapters that they had read. Also, too, looking to implement the previous random and next button. Random would mean if you clicked random, the text would pick it randomly for you. And then also, too, I'm looking to create the profile section where a user can create a profile and upload an image. And then my usability study revealed that people were really interested in the audio aspect of having this be read to them. So these are kind of Aspire things that I'm looking to add on to this site. Yeah, so it was very, very time consuming and enjoyable at the same time. A lot of troubleshooting, and I enjoyed it. Thanks.